behind that shield, activated some defensive skill, and shouted that his 500 defense was unbreakable. He actually believed it. I swung my staff like a club, one normal hit. But my War Titan trait meant every physical attack carried true damage. Intelligence plus Constitution plus Strength combined. True damage ignores all defense. Doesn't matter if your defense is 500 or 500 billion. The tower shield exploded into pieces like glass. My staff kept going and cracked into his helmet. He dropped like a puppet with cut strings. Didn't even make a sound. The alley went dead quiet. Zhao Feng was shaking against the wall. His pants were wet. His 2 elite bodyguards, guys he probably thought were invincible, hadn't lasted 2 seconds against me. He started crying, saying his dad was the vice president of the Fierce Lion Guild, offering me anything I wanted. I walked up to him, pulled the gemstone necklace off his neck, and took 3 storage rings from his fingers. Smooth and easy, like picking vegetables at a market. Then I slapped him once. He spun twice, spat out 2 teeth, and passed out. I told his unconscious body to send richer people next time. These ones weren't worth the trouble. I activated Void Walk and vanished. Left behind nothing but broken walls and 3 knocked-out idiots. Apparently, a new urban legend spread through the Dongjiang black market that night. If you see a mage in a smiling mask in a dark alley, don't believe he's a mage. He's a dinosaur in human skin. The next morning, I grabbed a meat bun, slung my old canvas bag over my shoulder, and walked to school like any other day. I was exhausted from last night's shopping trip and the little fight afterward. The moment I stepped through the gate, I knew something was off. The whole school was buzzing. Everyone was screaming about the mysterious wind god who vanished right under the military's nose. My classmates were saying General Li Yin nearly smashed a helicopter in frustration. The city defense army was tearing the place apart looking for the mystery player. I chewed my bun and walked past them without a word. Hearing people gossip about me while standing right next to them was a strange experience. The notice board had a huge bounty poster stamped with the military district seal. 1 million coins for a useful tip. 5 million plus a city center villa for anyone who helped the military find me directly. Signed by Li Yin himself. I counted the zeros and felt nothing but mild amusement. Good thing I'd hidden my ID beforehand. Then the principal called a morning assembly. He was practically vibrating with excitement, spit flying everywhere as he announced that military data confirmed the mystery genius was one of our school's newly awakened students. The crowd went insane. Everyone started eyeing each other, trying to guess who it was. The principal's eyes swept the crowd like searchlights, hunting for someone who looked like a hidden master. Cold eyes, rebellious posture, mysterious aura. I was standing at the very back of my class line, hiding behind the biggest kid in our row, a 200-pound wall of a human, debating whether to eat the last scrap of my bun skin or throw it away. The principal's gaze passed over my spot for about 1/10 of a second before moving on. A B-level support talent kid? Not even worth a second look. He raised his fist and begged the mystery genius to step forward. The country needed them. The school would offer the highest scholarship. I stuffed the bun skin in my mouth and chewed quietly. The filling was a bit thin. 2 stars out of 5. After the assembly, I blended back into the crowd heading to class. My head was full of practical stuff, selling the loot from last night's bodyguards, fixing the leaky window at home, getting something for Dad's bad legs. Then a cold voice cut through the noise. Shin Qingli was standing right in front of me. White combat uniform, high ponytail, every boy in school staring daggers at me just because she said my name. She had that look, curious, suspicious, like she was trying to solve a puzzle. She asked me straight up if I'd cleared a dungeon yesterday. I said yes. The mutant chicken farm. Level 1. I pointed at my badge and reminded her I had a B-level talent. What else would I clear? She searched my eyes for any hint of a lie. There was nothing to find. I was genuinely thinking about how boring first period was going to be. Her suspicion melted away. She told herself she'd been ridiculous. How could a support-type talent like mine be connected to the monster who soloed an Inferno boss? She gave me some polite advice about working hard even with a B-level talent, said I could still become a decent player someday. Like a rich person telling a beggar that if they beg hard enough, they'll eat well. I smiled and wished her good luck. She turned and walked off, her fan club closing around her like bodyguards. I stood there alone and quietly exhaled. Close call avoided. If she'd kept digging, My whole plan to grow in secret would have fallen apart. I went to class and sat in the last row by the window. Everyone in front was arguing about whether the wind god used a sword or a blade. I propped open a textbook to hide my face and pulled up my stat panel. Level 10 Ancient War Titan. Strength 310. Intelligence 925. Constitution 560. Luck 2725. All boosted by 15% from my title and ring. The numbers were almost funny. The entire school was tearing itself apart trying to find the legendary wind god. The military had a bounty out. The principal was begging the genius to step forward. And that genius was sitting in the back corner of class 3-2, wondering whether to buy a grilled sausage at break time or wait for lunch. Then my cracked phone buzzed. A bank notification. Dad had transferred 2,000 yuan to my account. His note said, living expenses, don't hold back, buy some meat. That was probably his entire monthly attendance bonus plus overtime pay. I'd just given him 20,000 yuan last night, and he was already sending money back to me. The man could barely feed himself, and his first thought was making sure his son ate well. My finger froze on the screen. The lazy feeling I'd been carrying all morning vanished. Something harder took its place. I had power most people couldn't dream of. I needed to use it. Not someday. Now. After school, I headed to the level 10 public dungeon, Bone Burial Wasteland. The entrance was packed. The wind god hype had turned the place into a circus. Guild scouts, small teams, curious players, everyone hoping to spot a hidden genius. Shen Qingli was there too, leading a fully geared team her family had spent millions equipping. The crowd parted for her like she was royalty. I strolled up eating a 2 yuan ice cream bar, looking like a bored tourist. Before I reached the gate, a heavy hand landed on my shoulder. Old Teacher Chun, the dungeon's safety supervisor. He checked my badge, saw my level and talent, and his face turned sour. A fragile level 10 mage with a B-level support talent, trying to solo the Bone Burial Wasteland? He asked if I thought I was invincible or if I was just trying to scam the school's insurance. Teacher Chun was blocking my path, so I played it cool. Told him I'd gotten lucky yesterday and found a decent weapon, just wanted to practice. He wasn't buying it, said the zombies inside had high defense, high attack, and poison. My fireball would barely scratch them. Some older students laughed at me. One said his level 15 berserker brother got chased screaming through this dungeon yesterday. Shen Qingli stopped too, looked at me with that disappointed expression, and told me I wouldn't last 3 seconds without a shield. I ignored all of them. I pulled out a beat-up wooden stick with a fake ruby on top, a disguise for my real staff. Then I leaned in close to Teacher Chun and told him the truth that would actually move him. I needed money. I wanted to buy my family a place with windows that didn't leak. His tough face softened. He sighed and let me through, but made me promise to crush an escape stone if my health dropped below 30%. I thanked him, walked past Shen Qingli without a glance, and stepped into the portal. I picked hard difficulty on purpose. Nightmare or Inferno would draw too much attention. The whole city was still hunting for the wind god. If anyone connected me to that player, my quiet life was over. The dungeon was a dead red wasteland. Skeleton trees everywhere, air thick with the smell of rotting flesh. The ground cracked under my feet and a green, pus-covered zombie crawled out. Level 10, 5,500 health, 300 defense. Toxic attacks. I didn't even raise my staff properly. Just tapped it lightly and cast Resist Fire Ring. The shockwave exploded outward. With my intelligence boosting the damage, it wasn't just a knockback anymore. It was a nuke. Over 4,300 mixed damage plus 2,000 true damage. The zombie flew 5 meters and died instantly. 30 free attribute points stolen. Not bad for a warm-up. My War Titan class was showing its real strength now. When I cast spells, my strength stat boosted the damage. When I used warrior skills, my intelligence boosted those instead. And every single attack, magic or physical, added true damage equal to my strength plus constitution plus intelligence combined. Everything fed into everything else. I became a black blur tearing across the wasteland. Zombies, bone archers, elite spirits. Nothing survived more than a hit or two. In less than 30 minutes, I'd killed over 50 monsters. Level up notifications kept popping. I went from level 10 to 12. My War Titan class gave me 100 bonus attribute points per level on top of everything else. I had over 2,700 points to spend. I split them up, 500 into Constitution, 1,000 into Intelligence, 1,000 into Strength, 100 into Agility, and 100 into Luck. My stats were now completely broken. Over 10,000 health, nearly 20,000 mana, magic damage approaching 6,000, defense over 2,100. I was regenerating almost 18 health and 32 mana every second just standing still. If a warrior my level punched me, they'd probably break their own hand before they dented my health bar. The only odd thing was the gold drops. After 50 kills, I'd only gotten about 10 piles of coins. My luck was sky high, so the loot should have been raining. Something felt off about that. I kept pushing through the wasteland, gold coins piling up in my backpack. Over 2 million now. The drop rate was insane thanks to my luck, but no gear or weapons had fallen yet. I didn't worry about it. The gold alone was more than a 100-player farming team could earn. Then the ground shook. Something huge burst out of the dirt, a 5-meter-tall skeleton carrying a massive tombstone on its back. The cemetery watcher, Sane. Level 15 Lord Boss. 65,000 health. 1,550 defense. And it had a death aura that drained 2% of my health every second. Any normal team would have been sweating. Tanks gritting their teeth, healers burning through cooldowns. I smiled. The health drain ticked away at about 212 per second. Annoying, sure, but with over 10,000 health and fast recovery, it was like a mosquito buzzing in my ear. I didn't even bother activating my magic shield. I charged straight at the boss, staff raised, and unleashed true explosive flame. The fireball compressed at the tip, turning dark purple, pure destruction packed into a ball. Then something beautiful happened. My Starfall ring triggered. 1% chance for 10 times damage. Today was the day. The damage number that floated up made my jaw drop. Over 200,000. The boss had 65,000 health. It wasn't even close. The tombstone turned to powder. The skeleton evaporated. The whole area got scorched clean. Even the rotten smell burned away. The rewards came flooding in. 45,000 experience with bonuses. Level jumped from 12 to 15. 1,000 stolen attribute points from my talent. 300 more from my class bonus. Plus the level up kill was across levels, so rewards were doubled. Then I looked at the ground. With nearly 3,000 luck, the loot was ridiculous. The floor looked like a jewelry store exploded. 10 pieces of gear, all starting at purple quality. 3 of them glowed pink, legendary. The best part was my War Titan class ignored all equipment restrictions. Heavy armor that needed high strength? No problem. Agility boots meant for rogues? My
Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone.
Loading fresh mag.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I'm gonna shoot.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Swapping mags. Under fire.
Incoming fire! Stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Resurgence.
Recon
Survive
contract
to
marked.
redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back faster. Mark a drop point for your squad and get your kill. I've marked a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread. Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure.
Counter UAV ready for tasking.
Counter UAV online.
Looking glass energy. Enemy radar. Currently
Changing mag.
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread. You have
Recon
reinforcements
contract
inbound.
marked.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
We are bingo fuel. Looking glass is leaving the AO.
You're the last one standing, soldier.
I'm hit.
Survive until your squad can redeploy. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel point. It's It's all on you. Stay alive so your squad can redeploy. Precision airstrike available.
Target marked. Request fire mission.
You have reinforcements inbound.
This is Longbow 3-1. Target acquired. Strike inbound. Impact. No hit.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is inbound. Capture complete.
around.
Television. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
I'm redeployed. Be ready.
Go get your revenge.
Recon contract marked.
Vulnerable buy station marked. Head to the buy station before time runs out to get a discounted item. Loadout drop headed your way. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. Contract complete. You've earned a discount. Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread. Be advised, there's an enemy squad gunning for you. Enemy soldier incoming. Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure. Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location. Enemy dropping into the AO. 10 remain, you're almost done here. We've got 10 squads active in the field. Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted.
area.
Hostile shooter. Resurgence is about to end. Make it count. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile UAV in the area. All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in. You're clear. Enemy hunters were eliminated.
You're still breathing. You can fight.
Enemy UAV overhead. Fire sales over. Adjusting prices. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. Enemy UAV is online. Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game. Supply crates are restocked. Advise you to load up now.
Movement.
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
Eyes on.
Gas is moving. Enemy UAV overhead. Unprotected buy station detected. If you reach it in time, you'll receive a discount.
Armor pouch marked.
Buy station exploited. Nicely done. Your discount is applied.
Under fire! Give me a... Hostile shooter!
You're losing ground. Moving. Your squad mate is marked as a most wanted target. Kill enemies and secure supply caches to help remove the bounty on their head. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
I'm redeployed. Beard. It appears I'm in your debt.
squad mate is down.
Careful,
Most
asshole.
wanted contract failed.
Got movement. Flanking here. Cancel last. Careful, asshole. Got movement.
Your squad is down. Stay alive to bring it back.
Taking route.
Only 5 remain. You were close. We lost that one, but we'll get a W next time.